Or lads, long time no see, Lasfanga the Time Shift Warrior review. With so many new games coming out of all the time, I imagine it's difficult to come up with something different and unique to make your title stand out from the all others. Developers Sando Studio and publisher Spotlight by Quantic Dream are releasing Lysfanga, the Time Shift Warrior, an isometric hack-and-slash action title that was originally slotted to release in 2023, but required a bit more time to perfect, which is now ready to go. Yo, what's up? Long time no see. Welcome to my YouTube channel. At the first glance, Lysfanga gives off a Prince of Persia vibe, which is definitely not a bad thing. This imaginary world inspired by real-life ancient civilizations of the past with a Persian-inspired soundtrack. The opening cinematics gives the player a brief history of the war between the Mayura and the Balara people. After the brutal fighting, these two sides agreed on the truce, and as soon as they stopped fighting and the Rexes appeared, these demons wiped out the Balara people, leaving their leaders of the once rival Mayura army, Quahmira, to react. She is sent to become the goddess of time, giving her the power to manipulate time and put the time locks around the cities to protect them from the evil Rexes. After years of peace, the demons have broken free from the hell spell and can ravage from the world once again. Who is going to save the Mayura people from this threat now that the queen is gone? You play as me, the Lysfanga, the Brighter of the Light, who is the warrior selected to protect the others in the new kingdom. She is sent to various cities to investigate and defeat the evil entities that have appeared to once again attack this world. Quahmira, the goddess of time, senses these as a guide trader behind the Rexes and has given Im the special power of the time. Im doesn't seem overly excited by this gift. She feels that something like a magic sword would be a lot more useful to her. The goddess explains to her that she now has the ability to rewind time and fight along with her past selves to fight the enemies that she encounters. When you rewind the time, a Remnant is created. This is a perfect copy of yourself who replaces exactly all the actions that you took before dying. When all played together at the same time, this army will take down the foes in your path. With the ability to create copies of yourself, you might be thinking this game is going to be easy. Sorry to crush your hopes, but there is a limit to the numbers of remnants you can use, are able to use each battle. When you first obtain this ability, you will be able to have 3 copies of yourself per fight. As you progress, you will find remnant shards that will create another copy if you obtain all 4 pieces. Upon walking past the time blue line on the floor, you have entered an area full of enemies. You'll be able to move the camera around the access battle area so you can figure out what you will need to send each of the remnants to take off all the enemies. You have a set amount of the time the character exists before they die, and you start over from the beginning. Yes, the game would be way too easy if the time were unlimited. Most of the areas give you 30 seconds before you are sent back to start over with the next warrior. Lysfanga is a game full of strategy. You can't run in and slash every enemy you see. It takes planning to figure out where each of your remnants will go and who will they attack. It doesn't make sense to make every clone attack the same enemies, since you know one of the duplicates is assigned to certain pools, concrete on the cleaning of the others. If you use up all of your remnants before the enemies are taken out, you will be get defeated screen and you will be start back in the beginning of this fight or back to your home base. Before the battle starts, you can check out the area, the camera, and take notes of the important parts of each battlefield, from crystals that are blocking the Rexes to twin enemies that you need to defeat at the same time as your remnant to bring them down. These twins need to take out simultaneously or they will keep heading each other, making them nearly impossible to take out you alone. So you need a plan. Battles are usually quite short, ranging from 30 seconds to over 2 minutes. Once you encounter guardian bosses, it will become more and more challenging, and these foes are stronger and come prepared with a shield. This means that you won't be able to damage them by attacking from the front. You, along with your remnants, will need to find a way to sneak in from the behind and hit their vulnerable spots. As you progress to the new areas, you will encounter usable portals. This exceeds energy causes the exciting portals to be overcharged, resulting in them detonating faster, giving you less time to fight, so be prepared to challenge some of these areas multiple times to figure out the best way to destroy demons in a short amount of time. Lasfanga, the time game, is the best played using a controller. Like the other hack and slash titles, you move your character using the left thumbstick. There is a separate control for the camera as it moves according to where you go, and it's not stationary, which is nice, so you don't have many areas where your view is totally blocked by a building or other obstruction. Dash using the lower face button, besides giving you a burst of speed, is also used to cross gaps in the ground. Hit left face button to swing your weapon as your enemies or to destroy crystals and other obstacles in your path. To swap which items you are using, the left or right shoulder to cycle throughout the available options. Right face button lets you use one of the spells that you have learned. There are 14 different types of magic that you will acquire on your journey, so be sure to swap frequently to figure out which is your favorite to use in a battle. Left trigger allows you to manually rewind the time. This helps you to save time during the battle when your remnant is done with what it needs to do on a particular run, and you just want to start with the next one and not waste time waiting. The controls feel tight and responsive, and they are worked great for this strategy hack and slash title. I found the story in Lysfanga the Time Shift Warrior to be interesting and compelling, especially when the family drama is introduced. You encounter your long twin brother named Koher. He had left to you become this Lysfanga who would protect the people when you originally both set to share the role. It seems that he is not trying to protect the Mayura and warns you that you should leave the area as it's too dangerous. Before disappearing, he destroys and the information bot named Grano, with whom he was speaking with. So when Kiro working on and how is Beacon Secret attacking the demons? Well, Lysfanga the Time Shift Warrior is such challenging and unique title that is incredibly addictive to play. Being able to take down enemies by teaming up with your own clones was something that I never experienced in a game before. I remember being able to see previous runs I had done like games in the Super Meat Boy, but I never had to figure out which version of myself was attacking to ensure that all enemies in the area were destroyed before I ran out of remnants to use. Props to developers who work on this game. The mechanics work so well and so incredibly satisfying. When you figure out which task even clothed needs to do successfully win that fight, you will become the Lysfanga, brightening the light to the world by effectively using your remnants to win the battle against the demonic Rexes. So this game uses a unique gameplay mechanics that has you working with the clones of yourself. Take down the foes that stand in your way. Compelling story and addictive gameplay makes it the must-play title. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and comment, subscribe. Peace.